On July 5th, 2022, Mars, the planet of action and desire, is moving into the energy of Taurus. So Mars has been in Aries from May 24th through July 4th. And so when Mars is in Aries, it gives you the upper hand. It gives you the get up and go. You know, you can wake up in the morning and you feel really, really unmotivated to write the novel called The Little Lamb in the Field. Just a random example. That novel that you want to write, but you're just not motivated. You're just not set up for success. You don't feel it in your body. You don't feel it in yourself. And you're mentally feeling just like you're not driven to do it. So what do? You get up and you exercise, you go to the gym, you work out, you get outside in nature, you do anything you can to get yourself woken up. Because the experience of actually doing the thing that you want to do has to feel satisfying, has to feel fulfilling, has to feel like it really is a good use of your time and not just barely trying to get through it and going through the motions. That's a huge thing that I think we as a collective focused on when Mars was in Aries. But now Mars is changing signs. Mars is moving into the second sign of the zodiac, which is Taurus. And Taurus, remember, is fixed spring. It holds down the fort. You know, we have the cardinal signs which initiate. We have the fixed signs which really, really get to the heart of the season. And then the mutable signs go, let's change it up, especially Gemini. I knew a Gemini years ago, and I'd always picture her changing things up, changing things around her house, for instance. And that's a wonderful thing to do, actually, because the ingress from Mars moving out of Aries and moving into Taurus, where it's going to be staying for some time. And the moon is going to be in Virgo. And the moon is how we want to feel comfortable. And we may feel comfortable if we clean things up, if we look through our drawers, look at our hidden piles of stuff, not only physically, but mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, and clean it all up. Put it in categories. A, B, red, green, all these types of things. And decluttering all that. Decluttering it. It's a wonderful time because Taurus does look at your home. It can look at the foundational roots that really tie into that earth element. So both Taurus and Cancer, they are absolutely a match made in heaven. One of the best relationships that I can think of would be a Taurus and a Cancer. They are both very foundational signs in astrology. They both look at building something, building a nest that is really there to be a sanctuary that can rise you up to walk on mountains, but only in the way of it being really centered, where we drop in and we feel like we have the inner resources and the inner feeling of calm to then rise up top to the mountain, ascend the mountain. And both of these do so in their different ways. I mean, we are talking about earth and water. We're dealing with Cancer, so the emotions will be up. And Mercury is still in Gemini. It will be moving into Cancer, so we're going to be thinking more emotionally about things. And with Mars in Taurus, it's going to be really wonderful because it's going to just blend well with all that Cancerian energy, balance it out, and bring it down to Earth. And so Mars and Taurus can be stubborn, can dig in your heels, can be like a dog with a bone holding on to it and not letting go. So there is that streak with Mars in Taurus. However, I don't want that to be the focus of this video. The focus is developing a routine, developing rhythms that feel secure, that feel really nourishing, that feel like they're really giving you what you need to feel good in life, to feel good living with yourself and also the people around you in your world and in your circle, be it family, friends, etc. So, Mars in Taurus is really encouraging you to slow down, to breathe in and breathe out. Meditation, calming the mind, because Venus is still in Gemini. Venus is what you're attracted to, and Gemini is your mind. So that's also a wonderful thing. There's you can go on Spotify and type in Lee Harris, and you will find the song You're Divine, in which he co-created with another music artist. And when you hear Lee Harris's, you can, I'll put the link to his YouTube channel and the Spotify link down below in the description for you to see. But not every song, because music, there's so many different styles of music, but songs have different sort of ways in which you listen to them, mannerisms. And indeed, it is his songs that are more like meditations, where you can hear it and you can shut your eyes and close your eyes. And food is another thing. Food is another thing where we enrich ourselves. But with meditation, it's really the breath, breathing out, being present. And we can also be present with food because we can really taste the freshness of the peppers that we're eating on the Middle Eastern kebabs with rice on the side that we're having for a 4th of July dinner. Because it is 4th of July, an American holiday, and it's especially big this year. It's especially very significant because it is the year of the U.S. Pluto return. And indeed, so, this is going on at this time, and we can really because Cancer is family and Taurus is like the simple pleasures of life. So spend time with your family, whatever sports or little, activities that you're doing. Enjoy and treasure sitting up at night and watching the firework display flash across the sky, including the grand finale of the firework display. Cornhole, and so much more fun stuff. And the 4th of July cake with cream, strawberries, and blueberries to sit and indulge into the meal. And you can pray over your food. You don't have to. But just to come back to all that Mother Earth has to offer. Because she is really rich in abundance, rich in so much gold and so much joy and wonder, both intellectually and dropping in. Do not be like the finalists on Food Network Star. Do not be the competitors on Shopped. Do not be the Iron Chefs on Iron Chef. We are not in a race. We are not in a rush to prepare food. Like I've seen these shows where they're just rushing around all over the place. And, yeah. That's not Taurus energy. That's not Taurian energy. With the North Node in Taurus, it really, really is going to conjunct Mars, which is going to be at the end of July, the beginning of August, as I've said, coming together with Uranus and Taurus, which is basically, the short answer for that is New Earth. Changing the food supply, changing the economy, stock market, currency, farming, gardening, agriculture, all of those things. Oh, yeah, I think I repeated myself a little when I said farming, gardening, agriculture. I mean, that's all like the same thing. That's the kind of thing. Taurus, they're repetitive, where you clean and rinse and clean and rinse and, all those types of things like that. So it's sort of the rhythm. But it's not about, oh, how much variety can I give? No. I mean, that's not the focus. I mean, when the North Node was in Gemini a year ago, maybe that would be more of a focus. I mean, Venus is in Gemini, but I mean, there's more Taurus energy going on, I would say, than Gemini energy in the heavens. But all the signs are distinct, unique from each other. And so, yeah. So, going to the mansion, walking around the garden, smelling the roses, living in the moment. Yes, this is what it's about. Thank you for tuning in, and have a wonderful day.